Hey Kentucky, it's Maggie Davis, and I'm here at the football training facility to catch up with this year's team heading into the bowl game. Here's what they had to say. Benny, as you look back to this season, what stands out to you the most?
Really how far we've came. You know, I'm so proud of this team. I'm proud of the progress we came from, 2 years ago when I first came in here. And it's a brotherhood around here, Everybody's close, and it's just fun, man. It's fun environment.
You talked about the brotherhood. You all have been doubted all season, and once again the experts are picking against you guys and going with Penn State. Does that motivate you at all?
Yes, ma'am. Of course it motivates me. I feel like it's just another regular season game. From the doubt that comes towards us, we're always the underdog, and that's okay. Those are the guys that we're gonna prove wrong when we win. So, yeah.
You've gotten used to it.
Yes, ma'am. I'm used to that.
Yeah, powerhouse over there in the Big Ten. We're a powerhouse right now in SEC, so just gonna show the world, what I could do.
You say we're a powerhouse in the SEC. When you came into this program, that probably wasn't the case. Could you have imagined that you'd be able to say that as a sophomore?
I really knew, coming here, we were gonna turn things around, the culture and everything. It was only a matter of time, Some people look at it as just a basketball school. We're a multi-sport school, so. Yes, we're a powerhouse.
You're a student, I'm a student, finals are finally over. What does it mean that you get to finally just focus on football?
Oh, it's amazing. My sleeping schedule's messed up a little bit. I was studying all night, but it's all football now, so it's all fun, and I'm excited for the bowl game.
What has it meant to you playing on such a special team with a chance to win 10 games for the first time in a long time?
All right. When I first got here my freshman year, I never would have guessed it would happen this fast, but, it's just a joy, playing with these guys that all want to be great. They all know their goals, and every Saturday they went out and tried to achieve them.
As a team, we've grown, a lot in, this 14 weeks that we've been playing, and it's just been a wonderful ride, and, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
You've recently announced, obviously, the decision to go to the NFL draft. Was that a tough decision for you?
It was very tough. I feel like home. This is home for me. I know I got big things ahead of me, and I'm ready for those things. I'm ready for them right now. So definitely a tough decision to leave BBN, but they're forever in my heart.
Obviously a different decision, deciding to play in the bowl game. What about that one? Was that one tough or not so much?
It was definitely a decision I wanted to think about, but I really wanted to come in like I'm gonna leave, with my brothers. So, we gonna give it all out. So I had to play. I had to.
What has it meant to you to get to play with guys who are gonna leave such a legacy on this program? The Benny Snells, the Josh Allens.
That just set my standards for myself higher. The things that I want to accomplish. So now they set the records. I got to go break them.
Christmas is coming up. What's on your list?
My son. Having a kid ain't easy, but I got to make sure it's the best for him.
When you leave this program and look back at the legacy that you want to leave, how do you want the BBN to remember you?
Yeah, I want BBN to remember me as someone that gave their all every snap. I put my heart into the game, and I had fun doing it. So I just wanted to spread the love and the wins to Kentucky, and I wanted to change the legacy of Kentucky, and that's what I did. So I'm happy.
That's all we have for now, but don't worry, we'll have plenty of bowl game coverage leading into New Year's Day. Matt, back to you. Hey Kentucky, it's Maggie Davis, and I'm out here at the Bell to check in with this year's UK soccer team. It's cold and it's snowy, but they're in the middle of a historic season. They have the chance to go to the Elite Eight this weekend for the first time in school history, and they might even let me do these interviews inside. Let's take a look. What does it mean to you to watch them play at such a high level?
I'm really proud of my guys. We worked really, really hard. For the guys coming back, we started working in January in very similar weather to what we have outside right now. And again, we set some very, very lofty goals, but we also knew with the guys that we had coming back and the guys we had coming in that if they all bought in, that we will be able to have a season like we're having right now.
It's something that's really remarkable that we've done here. It's something amazing that I'm happy that Big Blue Nation can be a part of. It's really all because of them. This can't happen anywhere else, in my opinion, because the support we have, the coaching staff, the team that we have, it all starts here.
Even though we're having great success, I want all the younger players, since we have so many underclassmen, to just learn and get an experience that they've never had before, and maybe next year they have the same opportunity and so on.
I know for them right now it looks easy because this is how they come in as a freshman, but it's just something that we want to get across to them, that it's all about what they do. It's all about, you can have whatever type of season you want as long as you put the team first, and try to execute every single day.
I think that you can use JJ as a model for those young guys that, hey, if you came in and played as a freshman, well, now are you going to get even better? Because, again, we're not happy. We're never satisfied. And what we promise the guys when they come is whether you stay for 4 or 5 years, we're going to maximize your potential. And when you leave, you're the best version of you can be over 4 years.
It was a close game in the Sweet 16. What does the team need to do differently to get another win this weekend?
I just think we need to stick together, be selfless, humble, and play together, cover for one another. The goals are going to come. We're going to get our opportunities, so you just got to stay focused. And it may take 90 minutes to break down a team. It may take 120, so you never know.
What's been the focus of practice this week leading up to this weekend's match?
Just make sure we're focused, make sure we're switched on. I know that if we prepare the way that we should, doesn't matter which team we're playing, we're going to get a result. So that's the main thing, is just keeping ourselves accountable. Maryland's a great program. They're always a great program. We just have to make sure that we're switched on, make sure we're bought in, and do the things that we need to this week, and we're not going to have a problem on the game Friday.
This week, we got to make sure that every single training session are good, because if we do that, then we're going to get the result that we want on Friday, just like we did against Indiana and Louisville and Portland and Lipscomb that we played at home. This week, it's very, very simple. We win on Friday, we get to go to California.
All the fans at the Bell, we love them. They help us a lot during games, especially during the Lipscomb game. They're definitely one of the main reasons, especially when we come at home, why we win, because when we see them cheering us on, especially when we score, it intimidates the other team, and it just helps us, let's get another one.
Please come out and support us. 2 games, we've almost have 2,000 people. We broke the attendance record against IU with, I think it was 3,500 people. So, I'm a dreamer. It's a Friday night. I'm sure you got nothing better to do, so could you come out and support us, and can we see if we can get close to the attendance record?
Come out and support Elite 8. There's nothing like it.
The Cats will be back in action this Friday right here at 6 p.m. to take on number 11 Maryland. They're trying to break the attendance record, so come out and support your Cats. It might even be a little warmer on Friday. Matt, back to you. Now on to men's basketball. It's November, but it's already a huge night for UK basketball. The Cats take on arch rival Duke tonight in the Champions Classic. It's a rivalry with a long history. But what do the current UK students think of tonight's game?
So excited. My uncle and I have had a Kentucky-Duke rivalry my entire life, so I'm really excited. I look forward to the game every year.
It's going to be a big one. The Cats need to come back from last weekend with the loss of football, but they're going to come back tonight, and hopefully it'll be a good game.
I think it's going to jumpstart a really positive season. I know the boys, have worked really hard in practice and getting really excited, and we're very strong offensively and defensively. So I think that if we won this, it would mean a lot for the program, and I think it would just get fans super excited and really eager to keep watching for the season.
Like Lexington doesn't have many major sports teams, and I know UK is a huge part of it. So I think more than just a university, as a community as a whole, will be super excited for the win.
UK students are excited, and so are the players. Freshmen Keldon Johnson and EJ Montgomery have said that they're ready to come out and compete against the Blue Devils tonight. Both UK players have been playing against some of Duke's freshmen for years on AAU circuits. But tonight will be the first time they get to go head-to-head on the national stage. Tip-off is set for 9:30 p.m. and can be seen on ESPN. Hey Kentucky, it's Maggie Davis, and I'm right here at Kroger Field for UK Media Day, where I just caught up with this year's football team to talk about how they're feeling going into the season. Take a look. As a junior, your teammates, your coaches, your fans are expecting a lot more from you this season. What does that pressure do to you, and does it change your mentality at all?
It really doesn't change my mentality. My freshman year, I feel like I had a pretty good year. You know what I'm saying? And my sophomore year, I did way better than I did my freshman year. When it came to touchdowns, yards, total yards of the season, and yards after contact. So each year I improve. I look to improve. I got my goals in my room. I look at them every day, and we're going to attack them. That's the ultimate goal. Make sure I get better after every single year.
What's the transition been like from a junior college practice to an SEC practice?
I say SEC practice is way easier. JUCO's practice was super tough. I hated it, but I'm here now, so that's all I can say.
How have you and CJ been connecting offensively during the summer practices?
Oh, it's been good. Yeah, CJ's been working hard. He's been coming back from his injury and everything, but he's been working hard and everything. And, we've been clicking, and he's just getting the feel for it again. And, he's been giving it his all. So I think CJ's going to be ready for this season.
I had the 2 surgeries in the off season, so once I got through that, I just wanted to become more athletic more bendy, just twitchy in general. Our strength staff did a great job with that. Just overall, just improving my speed and my flexibility is something I wanted to do, and I think I did a good job of that.
As a Kentucky boy, do those big marquee games mean more to you? Florida, Tennessee.
Every game, that I get to wear this name across my chest, it means a lot to me because this is my state, and it's been a long time, to where Kentucky's had a Kentucky boy that can be proud of on the football field. So, I'm really looking forward, to giving Kentucky fans what they want, and I'm just really looking forward to everything that comes with it.
What improvements do you want to see out of yourself from last season to this season?
Just route running, last year, my first year, and, I feel like I got here a little late. Strength and conditioning coaches, they've been on me, harping on me, so my speed has improved, and that's just something you guys got to wait to find out.
Whose idea was that torch video yesterday?
I can't say too much about that, but it's all me. That's me, my idea.
What defensive improvements have you seen from you and the team last summer to this summer?
We're grown. We played with each other for about, this is going on our third year now. We're all familiar with each other. We're all familiar with the calls. There's nothing new. So last year, and we want to be the group that changed the program around.
All right, that's all for me, but we'll be back right here on September 1st for the first game of the season. Matt, back to you. The U.S. Olympic Committee is working to restructure gymnastics in America. The committee is taking steps to remove the USA Gymnastics organization from the sport. This decision comes as part of the fallout from the sexual abuse scandal involving former team doctor Larry Nassar. According to the Olympic Committee CEO, the challenges facing USA Gymnastics are, quote, more than it is capable of overcoming in its current form. The Cardinals built their lead early on in the matchup against Frederick Douglass, and they never looked back, mostly thanks to this guy right here. Scott County big man Michael Moreno finished his night in a big way, 22 points, 16 rebounds, and 5 assists. Moreno and the rest of the Cardinals dominated under the bucket. Scott County out-hustled Frederick Douglass for 46 points in the paint. Their physicality around the rim caused 24 Bronco turnovers, and the Cardinals scored 36 points off these mistakes.
Normally we shoot the ball pretty well, but we're also looking, to pound it inside and get buckets, around the bucket. Individually, I think I control the rebound, I control the boards. I was trying to do what I normally do, just get a win.
And they certainly got that win. Scott County beat Frederick Douglass 77-53 to advance to the district championship game on Friday. October in the Bluegrass means one thing: Keeneland. But while most track goers are able to simply show up and enjoy the day, there's a whole crew working behind the scenes to make sure the experience is up to par.
The track out there's got to be straight, all the seats out here got to be washed and clean, and I'm scrubbing these floors.
Jeff Tyler and dozens like him spend the weeks leading up to opening weekend working so that Keeneland will be in pristine condition.
It's really almost a year-round effort, but we really put in, our greatest amount of work over the month leading up to. There's a lot of conditioning for the racetracks, both the turf course and the dirt track. There's a lot of preparing the facilities, the dining rooms and all the grandstand seating, making sure that everything is up to the Keeneland standard.
According to Gregory, up to 28,000 people could walk through these gates each day this weekend. And with that many people comes quite the mess. What has to be done?
This whole floors and all this stuff, the benches out here, they're full of trash. People at the nights got to clean all of that up for the next day. It's a lot.
The track will be officially open for business this Friday, October the 5th. Hey Kentucky, I'm Maggie Davis and I'm right here in the stomping grounds of 23-time national champions UK cheerleading. Now the cheerleaders are about to head off to South Korea to participate in the Winter Games, but we caught up with them before they left. Here's what they had to say.
There's 7 countries that are going over there that are bringing their cheerleading squads. At the conclusion of the Olympics, we'll have a competition amongst those 7 countries. They call it a friendly competition, but only thing I heard was competition. I've seen some of the teams, some of the routines, and I feel pretty good about our chances. But again, with a competition, it's one day, you have one opportunity, so we just have to make sure that we're ready for that opportunity and do the best that we can.
You've been on the national stage dozens of times. How's it going to compare being on the international stage this time?
I don't feel like it'll be that big of a change because I like to keep my nerves down. I don't think about it so much, but obviously it'll be an even bigger deal. But bottom line, we're going to go there and we're going to have a good time. We're going to put on the performance that we're always known to be. Like a lot of good things this year. We obviously achieved our main goal was a national championship, and just going to South Korea and representing the United States is just the icing on the cake.
What's the most exciting part of this trip to you personally? Is it cheering on other teams? Is it competing yourself? Just the travel?
I think traveling is one of my favorite parts, and also just being with this group of people and going to a new place. I'm excited to explore the new places with the same people.
Have you all trained any differently for this than you would have, say, a national championship?
Compared to the championship, we practice every day. Now we're doing it 4 times a day because school's back in and things like that. You know, we're still the same level of intensity, same level of focus, because we don't want to go over there and let our country down. So we want to make sure we put our best foot forward while representing the Stars and Stripes.
Jomo's done a really good job preparing us to calm our nerves, go out there and do exactly what we practice. Because we do the same exact thing every single time and try not to miss a team.
Strive for perfection and settle for excellence. So I think that's definitely the mentality that we all have, and that mentality is definitely what keeps this team going.
We've always prided ourselves on doing really, really difficult stuff and making it look easy. So that is our goal, to go down there, show the whole entire world, just not the nation, the whole entire world what cheerleading is made of. Not only what cheerleading is made of, cheerleading in the United States is made of.
And we'll be cheering on the Cats all the way from Kentucky. That's all we have for now. I got to get to practice. My country needs me. Matt, back to you. Hey Kentucky, I'm Maggie Davis, and I'm here at Memorial Coliseum, where I just caught up with this year's UK women's basketball team. I talked to Coach Matthew Mitchell and some of the players to learn a little bit about this year's team. Today in practice, it looked like y'all were working on a lot of fundamentals. Where do you see this team going, and what do you really think this team needs to work on in the upcoming weeks?
Like you said, fundamentals, defensively, we really want to focus on hustling, playing harder than the other team, playing up-tempo. I think that's going to be our theme this year.
All 4 of the freshmen really impacted the exhibition game in a real positive way and in different ways. And so I'm so thrilled. They are exactly what we were hoping for, if not a little bit better than maybe we thought they would be. But they are all 4 very athletic, very dynamic, hard workers, want to do well, conscientious, high character. So we're excited about our freshmen.
Obviously from last season to this season, with the loss of Michaela Ebbs, Evelyn Akator, this team's identity is a little bit different. What do you think fans will notice is different about this team compared to last year's team?
I think what most people are going to notice is that we're going to be going to different players. It's not just going to be Ebbs or Evelyn that we're going to be able to count on. It's going to be different players from guard-wise and post-wise. And we just have so many versatile players that can move from the guard to post positioning. And we have a deeper bench, so just be able to have more rotations.
Now, I know you went skydiving over the summer. What was that like? What was that experience like for you?
Oh, it was an awesome experience, something I always wanted to do. And I finally talked my brother into going with me, so it was a really fun experience, especially to do it with him. So I'm happy to cross it off my bucket list. So.
Yeah, do you have anything else exciting left on your bucket list, or is that number 1?
Well, I want to go on the Ellen show, so if Ellen watches this.
Do you have any pregame rituals, superstitions, anything weird?
Always have to go put my socks, ankle braces, and shoes on from right foot to left foot. If I do it the other way, I have to start all over.
Do you have any pregame rituals, superstitions?
I don't. I'm pretty sure everybody listens to music before the game, so of course I listen to a little bit of gospel, try to get my mind right.
Also with Coach Mitchell, he just became a grandpa, so obviously he's going to be giving a lot of advice in the next several years. What's the best advice he's ever given you?
Probably just that basketball is just temporary and that people aren't going to always remember you for basketball, but how you treat them.
With these next couple of games coming up, where do you think this team is going to be by the end of the season?
I mean, obviously our goal is Columbus. We joke that we're going to go get chicken and dumplings from Alyssa Rice's mom because she lives up there. So I think that's our goal. That's our goal every year. So we're working every day to be the best version of us.
I think our team goal right now is definitely to make it to the Final Four and be in Columbus playing. I think this team has the great heart and great energy, and that's going to be like our tone and what's going to either make or break us this season. So I think if we bring our energy like we have been in these practices, and if we bring that to the games, I think we can really go far this year.
Well, right now we're just trying to become a great team. And what I mean by that, we're just trying to really play for each other, maximize the gifts that we've been given, and come in with a focus on getting better every day. And so if they'll do that, sky's the limit. I mean, we could really go a long way. But right now, it's just about daily growth and trying to come together with a chemistry that's really, by the end of the season, unbreakable.
Like you just heard some of the players and Coach Mitchell say, this is a young team, but they have a lot of heart and a lot of potential. Only time will tell if they're going to be able to reach their goal of making it to the Final Four. Matt, back to you.